The president of Togo on the 6th posted this on his Facebook page. Now something very disgraceful also happened along the line. 6th June protest wasn't just about the president, lovely people. It was also fueled by the recent reappearance of unrest. Respect, lovely people. I'm telling you, there is uprising in Togo. The youths are rising against political manipulation. The Togolese had enough. On Friday, 6th June, the street of Lomé, the capital city of Togo, it was filled with bold voices and determined footsteps.
Certains veulent même marcher sur la présidence.
Aujourd'hui encore, nous sommes là depuis 8 heures du matin jusqu'à alors. Maintenant, on est tout près de franchir le barrage des gendarmes. On attend nos militants, nos dirigeants. Ils vont nous dire, sinon nous on est prêts pour foncer. Nous, on va aller à la présidence. On veut demander au fort de quitter aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, il a quitté. Nous, parce qu'on a demandé depuis la réforme, ils n'ont pas fait. Mais actuellement, là où on est, depuis hier, on est ici. Actuellement, on ne veut plus la réforme, on veut qu'il quitte.
On this particular day, which is also the birthday of the president of Togo, Nyasimbe, the oppressor of the Togolese, according to the Togolese. This very day, lovely people, Togo witnessed a rare act of defiance. Hundreds of Togolese youth activists and civil society members took to the street in protest. Lovely people, not just against fuel price hikes, not against political arrest, but against what they call systematic hijacking of democracy. And lovely people, what you need to know is that the president of Togo actually replied his people. He replied the protesters on his Facebook page. I'll read it to you. African leaders are funny individuals. Family, before the protest starts, the Togolese were warning their army, the security personnel, because there's an unusual trend of Togo. Anytime the people decide to speak through their rights given to them by the democracy, the people face detention. There will be mass arrest. The police, the soldiers will fire into the people and take their lives. This has been the trend. So the people already warn the security personnel, but it looks like the security personnel are not ready for change in Togo. A demonstration which started as a peaceful at its core, lovely people. The people were just walking, expressing their pain through peaceful protest, then demonstration. A peaceful protest like this was met with heavy police presence. Security forces of Togo responded swiftly, as the English word would go, with tear gas filling the air. Journalists were detained and forced to erase their footage captured on their cameras. The journalists were arrested and were forced to remove and delete their footage. Protesters were dispersed. Some were arrested. Tear gas and whatever they can fire into the public, they did what they have to do. By the time I'm recording this video, I've not received any news of somebody dying in Togo. But the truth is that there have been injuries. In all these, lovely people, the message had already been delivered by the Togolese people because Togo is awake. The people of Togo are not asking about accountability. They said they are tired of this leadership of Nyasimbe or the Nyasimbe family. They are tired of this particular family. This family hijacked Togo for a long time now. African Union has no problem with it. ECOWAS has no problem with it. When you go to Togo, you see neglect. But the question, what actually brought this anger to the streets of Togo? The anger erupted from a recent political change. In April 2024, Togo's parliament dominated by the ruling party, a parliament dominated by the ruling party, adopted a new constitution. The constitution was adopted quietly and controversially. This new law shifted Togo from a presidential system to a parliamentary one. But this isn't about democracy evolving. It is about President Faure Gnassingbé tightening the grip or his grip on power. Under this new system, the real power lies in the hands of the new position. That position, the name of the position is President of the Council of Ministers. And guess who now occupy that role? Faure Gnassingbé, the same man who ruled Togo since 2005 after inheriting power from his father, Gnassingbé Eyadema, who himself ruled Togo for 38 years. This constitutional reform removed term limit for this powerful new office. So when you look at it critically, this is simply a backdoor strategy to allow the Gnassingbé dynasty to rule Togo indefinitely, undermining any real democratic transition. The 6th June protest wasn't just about the president, lovely people. It was also fueled by the recent reappearance of Amron. This man Amron, his appearance erupted the protest. He's a popular rapper and a fierce critic of the regime of Gnassingbé, and he was mysteriously arrested and detained for 10 days prior to the protest. His return, first of all, sparked outrage and solidarity among the youth of Togo. So the young man was arrested, tortured, lovely people. He was arrested because of a video he did. And in the video, he went all out against the president and he was arrested. And one thing about Togo president, let me say it here, and this is a fact. If you're an activist in Togo, and you've been arrested by the president, you will never come out the same. So the guy came out. When you look at the guy, you see that no, the guy has become different. They shave his rasta, shave his beard. He's become something else. He was speaking not as formally he was speaking before he was arrested. And do you know what? He came out. He was a bold critic against the president, but he came out very soft and was passing the message of apology to the president in a surprise move. Somebody that we know cannot do that. But he did it here. They compelled him to do that. But do you know what happened? At the same time when he was doing the video, he put on a dress. And on the dress, this is what is written. Be brave. The dress, the message was hidden in the dress. And the people saw it that he is still standing his ground. It is a must to hit the street. He coded the message using his dress to pass a different message to the people, use his mouth to apologize to the president. And something mysterious about the protest. If the timing feels symbolic, then it is. The protest happened on Faure Gnassingbé's birthday, as if the people were sending him a loud and clear message. The message the people were sending to Faure Gnassingbé that day was, you may celebrate power, but we celebrate resistance. Now, something very disgraceful also happened along the line. As the Togolese are protesting and voicing out their displeasure, instead of the president of Togo to come out and say something to calm the people down, this is what he posted on his page. The president of Togo on the 6th posted this on his Facebook page. It was in French, so I translated it. So let me read. I was deeply moved by many messages, calls, and warm gestures I received on the occasion of my birthday on 6th June. I would like to sincerely thank my fellow citizens, my friends from near and far, and my counterparts for their kind and inspiring wishes. Your expressions of affection and trust are a great source of joy for me, and also a renewed motivation to continue with commitment and humility the work in the service of our country and our continent. Thank you for this wave of support and friendship that truly touches my heart. Together, let us continue moving forward toward a more prosperous, inclusive, and a united future. How can you tell me this story? How can you tell me this story? People on the street protesting, you say they are wishing you happy birthday. Anyway, lovely people, let me not lose guard. Let's move forward. Religious group joined the call. The Catholic bishop was speaking. Church, civil society groups, they said they are tired of this regime. They want to be liberated. Even the Catholic Church have to raise alarm. Togolese bishop came out, warned that these constitutional changes are instilling fear and uncertainty in the population. Togo in the next 50 years will go back in time. Togo is not moving forward. Togo is reversing, lovely people. They've urged the government for dialogue, transparency, and respect for the people's voice. But the question, will the regime of Togo listen to them? No. This man ruled Togo for a long time. This particular Nyasingbe family ruled Togo for a long time. And the people are tired. We need to stand in solidarity. If you stand with the Togolese people, don't watch this video without hitting the like button to push it and push their voice. Because right now, across Africa, from Mali to Niger, Burkina Faso to Togo, a pattern is emerging. Young Africans are no longer willing to be silent. They are rejecting puppet democracies, resisting old power structures, and demanding true representation. The Togo protest is not an isolated event. It is a part of a Pan-African awakening, and the world needs to pay attention to Togo. Not only to pay attention to Togo, but to pay attention to this young generation. Because when the youth rise, when the people speak, the tide of history can no longer be held back. If you stand with the Togolese people, like, share, and comment, let's amplify their voices. The people of Togo did not hit the street just because they feel to hit the street. When you go to Togo, I'm telling you, you see neglect. The roads are bad. School classrooms are bad. After education, there's no work. There is nothing left. Neglect is Togo. Only the politicians are benefiting from the wealth. If you're not a politician in Togo, the best you can do is to take motorbike and be doing what they call Okada or Zemija. Togo is in a mess, and the presidential seat is become a royal stool from father to son, and it continue. Same family, my goodness. African Union, where are you? ECOWAS, where are you? Where is ECOWAS? Is ECOWAS looking at Togo? A country hijacked by a particular family for so many years, almost 50 years plus. The father ruled for 30-something years. The son came to take over. What is happening? ECOWAS, this is hypocrisy. You want to go after Sahel? There's a real situation here in Togo. There is a family in Togo who is sitting on whole generation after generation. One family. It is sad, eh? It is sad. I have a lot to say about Togo, but let me leave it here. It's getting emotional.